He fired up Ole Blue one final time. The Chevy groaned, but the engine still chimed. Across the field where the corn once grew, the sun sank low and painted gold on the dew. That bench seat held his stories and years. The cracks in the leather witnessed laughter and tears. He tipped his hat, let the engine roar, the kind of goodbye you can't ignore. Drive, Grandpa, where the sunset glows. Take Ole Blue down those heaven-bound roads. Till life's fading like a tear from my eye. This last ride in Ole Blue, a taillight goodbye. The fields bowed down as he rolled real slow. The shadows stretched like they didn't want to let go. Dust kissed the sky where the gravel laid, marking the path of the memories he made. A life, a story in those four worn tires, fueled by faith and hard work and fires. The road ahead isn't paved or clear, but I swear I can still feel him steering near. Drive, Grandpa, where the sunset glows. Take Ole Blue down those heaven-bound roads. Till life's fading like a tear from my eye. This last ride in Ole Blue, a taillight goodbye.
Down by the barn he hitched his step. Faded denim and the cap he kept. Ole Blue waiting under the sky. The Chevy he loved, the one we couldn't buy. He set his boots on that worn out mat, where his hands never lost their grip at. The engine hummed like a faithful friend, together one last time till the end. Grandpa's last ride in Ole Blue, with the wheels steady and the fields in view. The rush may show, but the memories gleam, driving that Chevy to heaven, chasing a dream. The sun dipped low behind the trees. With every mile he'd find his peace. Rows of corn line the quiet Grandpa's last ride in Old Blue, with the wheels steady and the fields in view. The rest may show, but the memories gleam, driving that Chevy to heaven, chasing a dream. Chasing a dream. Chasing a dream.
He sat in the cab, hands worn and frail, the old truck still running, her spirit prevailed. Old Blue's been good, he quietly said, as memories lingered in the fields we tread. Rust on the body, but the heart not cold. The Chevy held stories untold and bold. Through years of hard work, through laughter and pain, that truck gave him freedom like a horse untamed. It's the last trip round the field. The milkman's done his yield, with the tail light glowing faint. He drives that Chevy to heaven's gate. The rows of corn bow as if they knew the man who had plowed, who bore morning dew. Each bump in the ground, each turn on the path, was a tribute to life, both the tears and the laughs. We all stood there watching, caught in the haze, as Old Blue rolled on through the twilight's gaze. His hand gave a wave, one final goodbye to the truck and the man heading into the sky. It's the last trip round the field. The milkman's done his yield, with the tail light glowing faint. He drives that Chevy to heaven's gate. It's the last trip round the field. The milkman's done his yield, with the tail light glowing faint. He drives that Chevy to heaven's gate. Dust kicked up as the tires rolled slow. Old Blue trembling like it seemed to know. Grandpa's hands on the wheel, steady firm, taking one last round before the earth turns. The cornfields whisper their golden farewell, a story they've known but won't ever tell. The milkman's rod had long grown cold, yet Grandpa swore this drive never got old. Taillight fading under heaven's glow, the Chevy carrying the man I know. It's a dirt road goodbye, a solemn sound. Grandpa's last ride, one last lap around. Cans in the back still clang like before, echoing life that isn't here anymore. With every rut, with every bend, I feel the weight of a journey's end. The sky's turning amber just like his eyes, a man built of sweat and long goodbyes. He tips his hat towards the coming dawn, driving a legend till the stars are drawn. The jet fading under heaven's glow, the Chevy carrying the man I know. It's a dirt road goodbye, a solemn sound. Grandpa's last ride, one last lap around. Taillight faded under heaven's glow, the Chevy carrying the man I know. It's a dirt road goodbye, a solemn sound. Grandpa's last ride, one last lap around. Dust rising slow behind the wheels, Old Blue groaning across the fields. A Chevy that weathered the test of time. Grandpa's hand steady, though where edged the line. One last lap round the land he knew, with the milkman's route cutting skies of blue. His taillights faded into dusk society, driving that Chevy to heaven, a teary goodbye. The barn stood quiet, watched him glide. Each row, each furrow, his place, his pride. The engine hummed a well-worn tune, carrying him soft beneath the harvest moon. One last lap round the land he knew, with the milkman's route cutting skies of blue. His taillights faded into dusk side, driving that Chevy to heaven, a teary goodbye. The memories cling to fields he tended. Each pass was a moment, a start, an end. Old Blue held his years, his laughter, his tears, as it carried Grandpa through all of our years. I stood at the gate as he waved one last time. A Chevy and a sunset, so perfectly aligned. He left with the wind, wheels singing low, a piece of my heart in the tailpipe's glow. Last lap round the land he knew, with the milkman's route cutting skies of blue. His taillights faded into dusk, sigh, driving that Chevy to heaven, a teary goodbye. The sun set low over fields of gold. Grandpa leaned back, his hands looked old. And Old Blue, his Chevy, time had stood still. One last lap round that sacred hill, with the tail light glowing, a flicker in the sky. He waved to the world with a quiet goodbye. The milkman won't stop, the fields won't plow. Grandpa's driving his Chevy to heaven now. He built this land with calloused hands, every acre held his sweat's command. Old Blue had stories in the dents and rust. Now she carries his love and his faith and his trust. With the tail light glowing, a flicker in the sky, he waved to the world with a quiet goodbye. The milkman won't stop, the fields won't plow. Grandpa's driving his Chevy to heaven now. The radio hummed an old soft tune, the stars blinking out to greet the moon. Our hearts were heavy, but the wheels turned slow. His last ride whispered all he couldn't show. From fence post markers to the creek out back, Old Blue hummed steady down the well-trod track. He smiled so faint as the cool air sighed. That Chevy was always more than just a ride. With the tail light glowing, a flicker in the sky, he waved to the world with a quiet goodbye. The milkman won't stop, the fields won't plow. Grandpa's driving his Chevy to heaven now.